From Kirk Hall Gymnasium in Auburn, Maine, we bring you coverage of CMCC Men's B basketball as the Mustangs taking on the Knights of Northern Essex Community College on this Sunday morning. Let's get things underway. The Mustangs in the home white, NECC in the road blue and yellow as the Mustangs will control on the opening possession here. Fed down low to the right block. Damon Beal going to pass that one out. Mangus finding Ty Bernier, the turnaround jumper at the free throw line, and that one comes up empty, will fall into the clutches of Jacob Mercedes, who brings down the rebound. Knights team that's 5-1 on the season. Miss layup won't go for C.J. Williams, but an offensive rebound. Derek Toom, kick out, and the three-pointer on its way will hit front rim, won't rattle in for Zeman Davis. Knights, though, doing a good job on the offensive glass, and this one deflected. Looked like it might have been last touched by Damon Beal. It's going to stay with Northern Essex. So neither team's put one through the hoop just yet, but Northern Essex certainly getting themselves multiple looks at the basket in the early going here. And on the inbounds pass, you've got a foul called, and we'll see who this is whistled against. It's going to be Damon Beal who picks up his first. Inbound again. A little trouble with it for Mercedes. He'll come up with it, dumps it out to Davis, and he's able to feed down low for Williams, who puts up the first points of the day in a 2-0 lead. Well, it took a long time on the possession, but with the first minute of the game gone, both teams have had the ball once. Warren from the left wing side gets it out to Custodio, and good movement here early to try and probe this experienced NECC lineup. Have some of their players down from their varsity squad that's ranked number 7 in the country in NJCAA action, getting them some extra minutes. Air ball on the three-pointer from Warren. That's the second time so far this morning the Mustangs have come up empty on a shot without a piece of the rim. Fed down low, left block, and the lefty layup goes for Jacob Mercedes. And a timeout instantaneously here, pretty much, from head coach Jared Rubin, who will try and stem the tide. See if we can find what the issue was with the defense, is just trying to move the ball around and having trouble being able to pick out anyone really to be open for good looks. It's been pretty much glued on defense from this NECC side, who 5-1 in club action, 13-2 their varsity roster. A couple of those players down, like Angel Simpson, the freshman from Haverhill, Massachusetts. Goyer as well, the Istanbul Turkey man, the sophomore guard, who's in action today. Their point guard, Inosuke Masuda, on the bench as an assistant coach today. So off the timeout, Beal trying to work himself a look. Does get a piece of the rim, but that one will not drop in. And quickly the other way, teardrop layup won't go down either. Defensive board claimed by Custodio. It looks like we're going to see already some changes made here as one movement up off the Central Maine bench. Turnaround jumper. That one won't go down. Mangus unable to come up with that one. 4-0 lead here for NECC early on, about 2:15 gone in our first half. Controlled by Goyer. Going out of Turkey, drawing a double team as he tries to work up top. Kick out. Williams driving the baseline. Reverse layup won't go down. Warren able to box out his man, and he'll claim the defensive board. Custodio pushing it ahead. Warren stops in the paint, will roll that one back to Mangus. Ty Bernier from the right wing. Bernier tries to force his way inside, kicked it back out. Mangus, the three on the way, and he got that one to go. First points on the board, and a big shot for the freshman forward from Massachusetts. Bigger body at 6'4", but he does have the range to hit those shots as Bernier trying to tie up his man. Late arrival to this men's B basketball squad. On the baseball team, starter, the Mustangs, who lead the Yankee Small College Conference, but in the middle of their season, the off season here in the winter, getting some basketball action as well. And a foul called on the floor. We'll see if they call this in the active shoot. Nope, they'll point to the baseline. It's going to be on Custodio, his first. That'll work the substitution in the game. It's Gavin Gagnon, the 6'4" freshman center from Skank, Maine. Lobbed in up top for Jacob Mercedes. He goes to work spinning in the lane. Can't get that one to drop, and Warren claims yet another board. Trying to push the pace. Gagnon downhill, reverse layup. That one goes in. And after a slow start to things, suddenly it's a 5-4 lead for the Mustangs here. Just about 4 minutes gone. Central Maine 5, Northern Essex 4. This club basketball action early on this Sunday morning. From the left side, Rollier gave it up. Did it deflect out of bounds? Yes. Mustangs will have it. 15:59 to go in this first half. Bernier comes to collect from Kelson Custodio as the Mustangs, without their usual starting guard, Markenzie Destin, who's out injured today. So Custodio, without one of his captains on the floor beside him, he's going to pull up for the three-pointer. Can't knock that one down from the right wing. Northern Essex ahead. Great move to the hoop, but the underhand layup will not drop through for Jacob Mercedes, who's denied his second basket. Just a little too strong. Pushed it off the side rim. Bernier. He stops and pops. This time he knocks it down. First points for him. We'll see some more movement from the Northern Essex bench as they'll make a line change here and get a 5-man rotation swap. About 5 minutes in, makes sense to be doing that as the three-pointer on the way from the right side. Zeman Davis hits. Tie this one up at 7, 5 minutes into the first half. Mangus, three-pointer, no good off the backboard. Now has to sprint back. Williams is open in the backcourt. Tried to throw down the dunk. Left a little short, not quite enough elevation to throw that one down. Bernier trying to make him pay. Another mid-range jumper. This one back rim, straight up in the air, won't drop through. And it's off the back of the head of Gavin Gagnon to boot. Williams, this time, will throw it down. And he gets it with the left hand to boot. Give him now 4. And a 9-7 lead for NECC. Bernier out to Warren on the left side. One-on-one look. His three-pointer again not going to find the mark, but he will hustle to the offensive board and resets for Custodio up top. Junior guard out of Houston, Texas. Captain last year, left the layup short, got his own miss. Couldn't get it to go with the left, but we've got a foul away from the play. It's going to be on Jacob Mercedes, who picks up his first. That will get the change made here. Victor Mativer moves in. Joshua Sonoga off the bench. Don Tagula, Angel Simpson, and Herbie Simon. Players checking into the game here. 10-man roster. Makes sense to divide them up in 5. Brady Roy into the action for the first time for the Mustangs, as well as Cullen Hoy, the freshman guard from Melbourne, Australia. Adam Zeininger, another change for Central Maine. Freshman guard out of Lewiston High School. Can't get that one fed inside. Good pressure, though, from Landon Kingsbury, the freshman from Woodsville, New Hampshire. And Zeininger going to force the turnover down low on the baseline, though he coughs it up, dribbled it off his leg. Simpson, unselfish, gave it back to Sonoga. He can't get the layup to drop, though. The rebound falls into the clutches of Gagnon. 13:20 to go first half. 9-7 lead. Northern Essex on top. Brady Roy to the far side. Gagnon, left block, trying to back his man down. Bounce pass, and didn't really have a name on it. Was throwing it to an area. That's turned over. Simpson, though, he's going to cough it up on the baseline as Herbie Simon's pass was a little too far in front. So both teams with a lot of subs on the floor getting their first minutes and kind of looking like they need a little time to get into it. A lot of sloppy basketball. Zeininger, third turnover. Feed inside. Lefty layup will drop through off front rim. First points for Victor Mativer. Zeininger going to be hassled into another one, but I think we're going to have a kicked ball call. And Zeininger going to go back to the bench there, along with Gagnon. Damon Beal back on, Custodio back on. Just too many turnovers there from the young guard from Lewiston. Getting harangued there, being picked up in about three-quarters court. Custodio driving in, gets the spin off the window with the left hand. Custodio's first points of the morning. It cuts the deficit back to 2. And we've got carry, no, backcourt violation. Bought the ball all the way over the midcourt line as he tried to transition around his man to the left. So a turnover for NECC. Cullen Hoy to Custodio. Picked up here by Simpson. Custodio trying to take advantage of the size matchup there, but we've already seen very quick hands from Simpson. Lefty 3 from Cullen Hoy. That won't drop through. And Herbie Simon able to keep the ball from going out of bounds, finds a teammate. It's McTiver going downhill, kick out for the 3 to Gula. Couldn't hit. Custodio trying to get this thing tied up once again. Hoy gets a screen from Beal. He'll drive, bounce pass down low to the left block, but Beal double teamed on the baseline. Has to roll it back out. Hoy open for 3, drills it. Cullen Hoy, the Australian, not from down under this time, but from downtown, puts the Mustangs back on top by 1, 12 to 11. 11:15 remaining in the first half as we approach the midway point. Simon driving in, loose ball, that'll be corralled by Brady Roy. He'll leave it off for Custodio, who's in no hurry to make his way up the floor. Hoy from the left side. Kingsbury, nice move there, gets around his man, and he'll put it up and in. And Darren Stratton wants timeout now. Good work from Landon Kingsbury, and the Mustangs sharing the basketball. Nobody's hit more than one shot. You do have 6 different players who have hit a field goal. 14 to 11 lead. Darren Stratton, who is also the head coach of the varsity team for Northern Essex Community College, wanting to talk to his squad about some mismatches down low. Not a lot of height from this Northern Essex club team. Getting a chance for a couple of these players to come down. You've got Victor Mativer, who's on the floor right now out of Lawrence, Massachusetts, Commonwealth High School product. Biggest thing for them, just trying to find ways to keep the Mustangs from just backing players down. They've brought the double team quite a little bit, but the Mustangs can continue to hit on those kickouts from outside. That's going to make this a long morning for the NECC club side. Busy weekend here in Auburn, Maine. Lots of basketball action on the court. Hockey teams both on the road for Central Maine this weekend. Men's ice hockey picking up 2 more victories already. Women's ice hockey in action against the University of Vermont Catamounts this morning. So plenty of early morning athletics action here from Central Maine Community College to round out the weekend. 10:40 left to go, first half. Angel Simpson goes far side, bounce pass down low to Gula though. Under pressure from Kingsbury, just trying to find some room, and on the baseline, a little bit of contact, not enough to draw a foul though, and he turns it over. Cullen Hoy will inbound, and the full court press comes. This might be the thing that changes things up. Custodio, good work to break it. Hoy able to get around his man, has to go quickly. Damon Beal open underneath, and he gets on the board with his first. And that's going to bring another line change here after a 5-minute stint. And an offensive foul for the screen set by Sonoga. So his first. So starters back on for the Knights. CMCC out of Haverhill, Massachusetts. One defeat for the club basketball side this season, but some of these players are going to be a little bit tired after playing last night, a dramatic overtime victory against Quincy, one of their rivals. Brady Roy lets go. So after the adrenaline rush of that, then you got to get up early this morning to travel down. There's a drive to the hoop, righty layup won't go for Davis. Offensive board, Williams inside. Mercedes, no, and Custodio comes down with the board as Kingsbury comes down hard on the floor. He's all right, though, pops right back up. 16-11, Central Maine on top. 9:30 to go, first half. To the right block, Beal trying to back his man down. Kick out, Custodio. Too shallow of an entry. That one wouldn't drop through. It was on line, though. Golier. Hoy. And a bump on the way. They're going to say on the floor, so before he went up for the layup. And that is going to be Hoy's first. 3 team fouls this half for Central Maine, 2 for Northern Essex. As Brady Roy checks out. Giovanni Warren back on. Bernier back in the game as well here as Custodio goes to the bench. Through the parting of the seas. Nice move there for Herbie Simon to get that one to go down. Or no, check that rather. That was the number 20. That was Derek Toom. Able to drive through 3 white shirts there for his first points. Hoy under pressure. Bernier in the corner. Gets around his man, steps inside the three-point line and can't knock down the long jumper. Golier now presses the pace. Out wide. Toom. Get his man to bite there on the fake, but Bernier did not open up a lane for him on a path to the basket. Boy, good pressure on the sideline. Beal trying to knock it down. Into the corner. 3 on the way from Davis. Too strong, but underneath, I think Damon Beal. Illegal contact trying to box out his man. That'll be his second foul. Only man with 2. Expect he'll be checking out of the game here. Yes, he will. And also going to see Hoy and Kingsbury to the bench. Gagnon Mangus back on. Also into the game for the first time, Chase Westcott, the junior from Naples. Controlling in the inbound there. It's going to force a turnover. Gio Warren, primary point guard right now. Good screen set there to free him up by Gagnon. It's in the hands of Bernier up top. Left wing side. Bernier trying to roll it down low for Gagnon and could not control it. I think there was a hand poking that away from Golier, but Gagnon brushed it with his fingertips. Last touch out of bounds. We'll turn it over. Got good defense there, trying to get some help coming over off the screen. Mangus will pick up Toom now. Toom able to get partially around him. Cross-court pass deflected. Poked out of bounds by Warren. Lobbed in. Nice job to pull that one down out of the air by Williams. Down low, and the righty layup, somehow maneuvers all the way around the back rim, won't drop. The harder second look, though, does go down for Derek Toom, who's got his second. Able to get the offensive board and the fadeaway jumper off the backboard and through. Bernier. Open lane, and he'll take advantage of that, says thank you very much for his second basket. First Mustang with 2 field goals today. 18-15, Central Maine leads, 7 minutes to go, first half. Davis, left wing, Golier wide open, too strong though. Mangus will take the rebound down low. Only Massachusetts native, or excuse me, only Massachusetts native active on the roster today. Markenzie Destin, the captain, out with injury. Imagine Mangus might know a few of these players from his time in the Commonwealth. Shot deflected on the rebound. Last touch by Westcott. That'll belong to the Knights on the baseline as they make another change. Sanogo back in for Williams. Out across midcourt. Subcoolier on the ball. Davis. Toom working on Westcott. Good crossover, step back jumper, drilled it. Derek Toom doing a good job here, starting to get into rhythm. He's got 6 points, most of anybody in the game. And the full court press nearly forces another turnover. Broken well though, Bernier sees Warren open, gonna go himself, and he gets that one to drop in. Bernier and Toom now both tied at 6 points apiece for the game high scoring record. 20-17 CMCC. 5:35 to go first half. Goulier trapped, nearly threw it away. Warren read the passing route, jumped in front of it, but off his left hand out of bounds. 2 more changes to Tagula, Angel Simpson, both coming on the floor. Goulier and Toom gonna sub back to the bench. Simpson puts it in. Come to collect it here with only 10 on the shot clock. Is gonna have to work a play quickly. Able to get around Bernier. Oh, and rejected by Warren as he had no angle to try to throw that one up from the baseline. Was almost behind the backboard, and Warren did not take it easy on him. Absolutely swatted that one. Bernier trying to work off the screen. He'll step into the 3. He's got the hot hand, but has not been able to hit from outside. Second chance. Might have been some contact on Chase Westcott as he let that one go. Was off the mark, but no foul call. Tagula pushing it ahead. Picked up his dribble, had to give it to somebody, and Simpson will come to help him out. Working off the screen. Angel Simpson spins, dumps it off in the paint. Oh, but the little jumper won't drop for Mercedes. Bernier able to work off a big screen from Gagnon, but Bernier hits the deck, turned over, 3-on-2 push the other way. Tagula trying to take advantage. Dumped it off inside. Jumper goes off the window, and the foul as Mercedes gets his second. So an and one chance to tie the game at the line. A few more substitutions made here. T.S. McPhail going to come into the contest for the first time. Kingsbury and Custodio back on the floor. Davis going to the bench. Will be replaced by Mativer. Mercedes knocks down the free throw. That's the first free throw either team has gotten so far. Westcott on the foul, by the way. Oh, Custodio lost it. A chance to break the tie. NECC 3-on-1. And Mercedes again. Suddenly he's got a game high 7 points. 22-20 Northern Essex with 4 minutes to go first half. Custodio. McPhail threw it across. Warren, hot potato, in and out of the hands quickly. But Gagnon trying to back his man down. Sanogo gave him no room, and Gagnon throws it away into the arms of Tagula. Tagula, right side, wide open to... No, that was Mativer, from the far side. Cannot connect from the right wing. Simpson driving in. Fadeaway looked nothing. That was well short. Rebound Kingsbury, Custodio ahead. Quick hands have been causing problems. Another trap. Custodio just able to squeeze through the curtain. Warren for 3. Got it! Giovanni Warren's first points. The captain out of Booth Bay Harbor on the board. Simpson trying to get some movement out of his half-court set. McPhail picks him up, the St. George, Maine native. Now back outside, Tagula gets around Custodio, long jumper, airballed. That's just gonna bounce out of bounds. For the change, C.J. Williams will come in for Mercedes. 2:55 to go before the break. McPhail. Ooh, tried to buy himself some extra time and lost it. Jared Rubin trying to give some words of advice to his young freshman guard. Gotta be careful with the ball. This moment failed nearly another turnover there. Custodio. Kingsbury quickly back to him. We got time here. 2:45 to go in the first half. CMCC up by 1, 23-22, but Custodio lost it as he spun, and Williams is loose the other way for his second slam of the game. Seesaws the lead back and forth again, 24-23 Northern Essex. Mustangs, as they have been kind of all season, careless with the ball. A lot of unnecessary turnovers have allowed Northern Essex back in this game, despite the Knights not shooting particularly well. Custodio. Hesitation move inside, but he couldn't hit the one-legged jumper. And that one out of bounds will belong to the Knights. Simon in. Adam Zenninger is going to come back into the contest along with Cullen Hoy. He'll replace Custodio and McPhail. Simpson taking his time up the court. 2 minutes to go before the break. Good basketball game here at Kirk Hall Gymnasium in Auburn. Two club teams, the basketball squads of Northern Essex and Central Maine, staying within pretty much a possession of each other the whole time. 24-23 NECC, trying to extend it. No, Sanoga cannot hit the three from the right wing. There was a foul, though, on the rebound. It's going to be against Simon, his first. 46 to play before the halftime break. Zenninger tosses it ahead, but again, careless pass turns it over. It was well read by Sanogo, and Williams, the reverse layup underneath, he missed it. Sanogo couldn't grab hold of it as he went up. It's off his hand and out of bounds. Zenninger to inbound. Is Hoy. Kingsbury has beaten his man. It's a 2-on-1 with Gagnon. Goes himself. Might have been a piece of it from Sanoga. Either way, altered the shot. Good defense from him. Didn't commit the foul either. Agula, the pass. Redirected out of bounds. Kingsbury got an arm on it. Minute 21 to go. No scoring game. It's been good defense, but shots have not fallen, and some high percentage ones for either team. Both coaches will have things to try and work on in the second half and to address with their teams at the interval. 10 on the shot clock. Tagula outside. Williams through everybody, but the lefty layup won't drop. Zenninger comes down with it, dribbling through everybody, but he's out of control, and he's going to turn it over out of bounds. That might be turnover number 5 of the day so far for Adam Zenninger. Trying to let his young guard play through it. Posted Blue Devils product for the 5'10" guard, who now picks up Goyer, sophomore from Turkey. 45 seconds to go in the half. Sanoga. Goyer got to the free throw line. Will kick out right wing. Tagula for three. No. Warren able to come up with it in between two blue jerseys. Trying to go back to him. Zenninger open for three. No, off the back rim. Williams the rebound. He'll push the pace. Ooh, but didn't have someone to give it to. Coughed it up. 3-on-1 the other way. Gagnon down low. And again, great defense from Sanoga, but on the lefty turn, Gagnon gets his second bucket to drop. 10 seconds to go in the half. 25-24 CM. NECC looking for one last shot. Goyer trying to get himself open. One-legged jumper, not going to matter anyways, as he traveled. 1 second on the clock. Brady Roy going to sub in. So they might have some kind of a special play drawn up here, or maybe just wanted multiple three-point shooters on the floor. Hoy trying to get open. Roy catches it, got the release away. No, won't drop off back rim. Just a little bit too short of the backboard square, and it's 25-24 at halftime. Central Maine Community College goes into the break with a narrow 1-point lead. So we'll take a break. When we come back in about 12 minutes time, we'll have second half action for you. You're watching CMCC Men's B Basketball on the Central Maine Community College YouTube channel. Second half set to get underway here in Auburn, Maine. At the break, a 25-24 lead for the Mustangs as they take on NECC. Men's B basketball action, trying to come up with a win. Taking a look at how things broke down in the first stat between the two sides. Mustangs 11 of 30 from the field, 36.7%, 11 of 33 for Northern Essex, so pretty similar there. Not a ton of fouls. Turnovers, though, 11-8. The Mustangs coughing up the ball quite a bit. Now the team hitting a lot from outside, but the Mustangs are 3 for 12. And defensive board to start things off for Damon Beal, who comes down with it. Ty Bernier going to feed inside. Mangus back to Custodio. See what changes we might see here. Floated inside, double team comes on Mangus. Oh, reaches around his man with the left hand and puts it off the glass and down. That's a good finish for his second basket and his first in the interior. Hit a 3 in the first half. Williams driving inside, no room around him. Out for a three-point attempt. That's drilled by Derek Toom. Or no, excuse me, Zeman Davis. We're going to keep messing those two up, I believe, unfortunately. The 20 and the 21. Second three-pointer for Davis. He's the only one on his team who's hit one. Warren loses the ball. 2-on-2 the other way. Right-hand layup no good. Battle for the ball underneath. It is Toom who comes away with it. He'll get his own offensive board. Collier wanted it quickly from that left wing. Jump stop from the right elbow. Back out for Toom. His three on line. And that time it is certainly the number 20 in blue and yellow who hits it. Suddenly, NECC out in front, 30-27. And Custodio just heaves the Hail Mary into a turnover. Time was winding down to get it in, but threw it right to Mercedes. And out for Toom, who's got another one in timeout. Mustangs. Minute 44 into the second half. 3 3-pointers from Northern Essex has opened up the largest lead of the game. It's a full timeout from a frustrated Jared Rubin on the CMCC sideline. Well, after only going 1 for 5 attempts in the first half, suddenly 3 for 4 from outside here in half number 2. That's going to get the shooting percentage and the points up in a hurry for this Northern Essex team that having a little bit of a down first half. Gives us a chance to look a little bit closer in on how some of the stats are saying about the matchups here. Individually, there's been some good opportunities to pull down rebounds on these missed shots. Giovanni Warren, though, has had good body position, has pulled down 6 game high. On the other side, it's Zeman Davis who has the most for this Knights team, 5, followed by Mercedes and Williams with 4 apiece. Ty Bernier, 8 points, leading the Mustangs' efforts. Toom with those back-to-back threes, now has a game-high 12. He's the first man into double figures, and another turnover on Central Maine here, as that one from Custodio right through the hands of Damon Beal. After the timeout to try and talk about the turnovers, all Jared Ruby can do is sadly shake his head. Good battle from Bernier, who nearly got the ball right back, as Collier was the only option for C.J. Williams to go to. Goes out. So a stop-start beginning to this second half. Only a minute 55 in. 33-27, Northern Essex on top. Toom poked out of his hands from Custodio. They'll still keep possession. 19 seconds on the shot clock. The ball's already been out of bounds twice. Collier. Get away from Bernier. Rolled across. Custodio got hands on it. Couldn't force the turnover. Collier with Mangus all over him. Only 5 to shoot. Mangus giving him no room. He will force the turnover. Great steal. Ahead to Custodio. Dropped it off for Beal. Reverse layup. No, it wouldn't go. That could have been a momentum-changing basket for the Mustangs here. Heaved ahead into the front court for Davis. Kick out. Williams driving inside. Beal bounces off of him, and the layup still goes down. C.J. Williams, 8 points for him now. Beal hassled. He'll turn it over. 2-on-1 the other way. Lobbed, and the dunk. Alley-oop slam to C.J. Williams. He joins the double-digit scoring party, and that's going to bring 5 changes off the bench for CMCC, and a foul called on Golier. It is a frustrated Jared Rubin, unhappy with his team. He's going to make the full 5 change to the starting lineup. We're going to go talk with head coach Xavier Roman. Hoy to inbound. Gagnon came for it, gave it back to the point guard. Hoy double teamed. Down low, Kingsbury hesitates, got his man in the air, and then lays it up and in. Much better there for the Mustangs. That breaks the scoreless drought. 8-0 run for NECC, now an 8-point lead, 37-29. Golier for Toom. Gets to the baseline. Is there contact underneath? No foul, just a step out of bounds. So that turns it over. Hoy to inbound. 16:29 to go in the game. Roy to Hoy. Zeninger. Oh, under pressure again, but Brady Roy comes over, or Kingsbury rather, comes over to collect that ball before it went out of bounds. Kingsbury looking for help. Hoy open, top of the key, three-pointer off the side of the rim. Brady Roy got a hustle though, kept it alive. Hoy trying to knock it down, and hitting the deck is Kingsbury. He's rolling on the shoulders, has to be a travel, yes it is. Didn't call timeout with the ball. And he's going back and forth on each shoulder blade. Any kind of movement like that's going to be a turnover. Tried to help him out. Gave him a couple of seconds there to potentially get rid of it or call the timeout, and it just wouldn't come. 4 minutes gone here in the second half. Golier. Zeninger. Too much contact on him there. Gave him no room to turn with the arm in his back. And, oh no, it's offensive, for the warning arm coming out from Golier, who cannot believe it. It's going to be his second foul. Didn't look like a ton of contact, but might have been some movement with the elbow on the other side of the body from right in front of our broadcast position that I couldn't see. That went for the offensive. Referee was right there and made the call. Gagnon. Hoy. Down the lane. Kick out. Brady Roy elevates. Hits from outside. Brady Roy's first points of the day. Big time shot drops. 37-32. Golier slips by his man. Oh, beautiful Euro step inside from the European. Couldn't get the layup to go, but the offensive board, Mercedes, cleans it up. 7-point game. Roy down the middle. Oh, pass out. Kingsbury was open. Didn't want the three, though. He'll drive inside. Left the layup short. Zeninger couldn't come up with it. Golier tried to lay it ahead. Hoy, though, playing center back deep down the middle. And he gets a touch to force the turnover. And now he's just going to go coast to coast. What a finish through contact. Cullen Hoy with his first two-pointer of the game. He's got 5 on the day, and it's a 5-point deficit. Toom threw it up. That one hit the bottom of the net. Did not go through the cylinder, but was obviously not where he wanted to go with it. Now Hoy going to draw the foul on Golier, who's got his third. A frustrated Alp Golier is going to come back to the sideline. 5.5 minutes gone in the second half. Hoy to the line for 2 shots to potentially make this a 1-possession game. Can't get the first to drop. That'll bring Angel Simpson and And Don Tagula back into the contest. Tagula, the freshman from Burlington, Massachusetts, listed as a 6-foot-tall freshman guard. Might be a little bit generous for him as the second one goes through for Cullen Hoy. Give him 6 on the day. Foul on Seninger as he tried to deny Simpson dribbling in. Should be his first. And the team's first foul of this second half. 3 team fouls for Northern Essex. Still early in the second half. Turnaround jumper well off the mark. Gagnon going to come down with the rebound, but under pressure, threw it ahead through the legs of Brady Roy. Zeninger comes up with it. Almost traveled there as he tried to go behind his back to get a hand on it, and he finds Kingsbury, who will finish. And Kingsbury doing a good job of getting inside. Goes downhill quickly. Hampshire product out of Woodsville. He's a center or a forward, lanky 6'3". Finding his rhythm as the season goes along. Not in rhythm, though, is Joshua Sonogo, who throws up an air ball. Zeninger going the other way. Cullen Hoy's open. Left wing three, halfway down and out. Kingsbury crashing the boards. Got the first touch to it, but he can only knock it out of bounds. That's going to bring 2 substitutions. C.J. Williams and Victor Mativer back into the game. Williams has used his size so well today. It's been very difficult to deal with. Inbounded up top, Hoy. Brady Roy, swap with him. Kingsbury, good motion here. Gets down the right alley, and he was fouled on the hand by C.J. Williams. Not a ton of fouls today. That should be Williams' first. It is. For the team foul, 13-19 to go. Getting a little bit closer to bonus territory. Sends Kingsbury to the line, but that first one too strong off back rim. Second one down, and suddenly a 1-point game. 39-38, NECC still on top after their lightning quick start to things, but Mustangs made the change. All 5 starters coming off the floor, and the second unit in has looked a lot better. 3-pointer from Tagula to try to extend the lead, no good. Sonogo tips it back out for Simpson. Reset, Sonoga into the corner. Driving in, Mativer elevated, no good. Tagula the offensive board. His turnaround too short off front rim. Heaved up but turned over to Williams. And Tagula able to come down with it. Trying to push the pace, but trying to push the pace too quickly. Gagnon nearly pounced on it. Mativer inside, trying to pass behind his back. It somehow made its way to Sonoga, who's able to drop it through. And a few chuckles on the Northern Essex bench about how that somehow worked out for an assist. Hoy, give and go, got it back. Ever in danger of traveling, but he somehow gets his way inside. Can't get the no-look turnaround jumper to go. He will, though, force the turnover from Sonoga. Goes for the dunk, no! And he couldn't get it to drop through. Oh, you got to be safe there and get the 2 points in a 1-possession game when you're down and trailing. But try to go for the exclamation mark. Zeninger nearly took it away, but the ball was on the sideline as he came up with it. This will still belong to Northern Essex. As 3 changes coming in, Damon Beal, Custodio, and Gio Warren back in. 8 minutes gone, second half. 41-38, Northern Essex has the lead. Three-pointer on the way from the left side. No good from Tagula. And the horn did go off, but that one did catch for them. Not going to matter off the rim as defensive rebound taken by Custodio. 11:30 to go here. Brady Roy. Custodio kicks it out. Damon Beal. No, right-handed layup drops off the side of the rim there. Had a lane to the hoop, but couldn't finish. The Mustangs still down by 3, have had chances to tie or take the lead. 2 to extend the advantage. Derek Toome continues to be the leading scorer in the game here. 43-38. Gio Warren trying to dribble through the double team. Custodio now into the trap. Got ahead. Oh, looked like he traveled, not whistled. Kingsbury able to get Sonoga in the air, and then he lays it in for 2 more. Good movement. This Mustangs team constantly looking like they are half a beat away from a turnover at any given point. Is this one to the hoop? Are they going to call that layup good? Yes, count the basket. Angel Simpson gets his first 2 to go down on the continuation through contact. Gio Warren with the foul. So Simpson to the line for the and 1, could extend the lead. 45-40. They've been up by as many as 8 in this second half. They now lead by 6. Simpson finishes the old-fashioned 3-point play. Custodio trying to find help. Again, he heaves it up, and again, he throws it right to the safety. C.J. Williams is going to pounce on those all game long. Simpson, three-pointer online. He got it. And Kelson Custodio right now just struggling to complete an inbounds pass. Able to get that one to Damon Beal. Brady Roy, Warren down low. Heaves up a desperation look. Kingsbury somehow comes down with the offensive board through 3. Missed the layup, got his own miss, got the basket to go. Kingsbury, great work. Brady Roy nearly able to intercept that one on the far sideline. And Simpson goes down through a lot of contact. No call made. It's going to stay, though, with NECC in control. Joshua Mangus subbing into the game. Officials letting them play here with half of the time in the second half gone. 9:53 left to go. 49-42. Northern Essex has the lead. Tagula. Custodio. Stumble from Tagula, but he's still able to maintain possession. Backs it out for 2. 12 on the shot clock. Beautiful crossover dribble. Kicked it out. Wide open look. Davis can't hit from 3, and Beal underneath will take the defensive board. Brady Roy, Custodio. Gio Warren trying to work around his man. Beal, Custodio, off the screen. And wow, somehow throws up a behind the back, no look, falling to the ground, praying for a foul layup. And the basketball gods smile upon Kelson Custodio. The acrobatic shot drops through off the backboard. 49-44. Simpson stumbling. Got it back to Williams, who will send it over to him. Damon Beal. Pass down low. And a foul call. Curious to see who this is on. It's going to be on Warren for the contact. Warren second. He'll take a seat with Ty Bernier coming back into the game. Mativer goes to the bench as well. Northern Essex with a specially drawn up play. They get it to Tagula. Couldn't step into the 3 though. Zeman Davis into the corner. Herbie Simon launches, no good. Custodio claims the board. Ty Bernier. Beautiful dribble. Works off a screen, though, coming to help is Mercedes. Step back jumper, no. It's not a high percentage shot. Northern Essex will be happy to let him try it as Mercedes outruns everybody, and just a simple pass to him in behind the defense. Make it 51-44. 7-point lead with 8 minutes to go. The Mustangs starting to run out of time here. Brady Roy ahead. Unselfish, but Mangus was looking to go to the hoop before he secured the ball. has to slow the pace down and reset. Custodio wanting the screen to come. Lobbed underneath. Oh, Mangus did a good job to get hands on it, but never had a chance to hit the deck before he had to put up the shot. Three-pointer launched. Tagula no. Beal underneath. Comes down with it. Now he can push the pace. 3v2. Bounce pass for Bernier, deflected. And it belongs still to the Mustangs, who are going to bring Lynn and Kingsbury back in. He's been most effective for them inside. So you can understand why they want him on the floor right now. Central Maine shooting just 39.6% from the field. About the same for Northern Essex. It's a good feed underneath for Beal. Gets him open for the look. Three-pointers about even as well. 4 of 17 for Central Maine, 5 of 14 for Northern Essex. Contact from Bernier. Ooh, Damon Beal blocks the layup coming in after the whistle, as Bernier called for the foul. Foul on the floor. The turnovers that have hurt the most, 17 for Central Maine so far in the game. So here's Simon for Simpson. Double team comes, deflected pass. Mercedes, turnaround, got it off the window. Mercedes very quietly having himself a very good game. Let's take a look at the team totals now. Mercedes, game high score with 13 ahead of Toom with 12 and Williams with 10. And in Kingsbury, the only one in double figures for the Mustangs with 11 with 7 minutes to go. In for Bernier here. Custodio walking this one up the court. Need points and need to start scoring a little bit more efficiently if they're going to have any chance to come back. Kingsbury to Bernier. And heaves it too strong over the head. Saying it was tipped, though. I don't know about that one. If there was, it was off the very edge of somebody's fingernail. Central Maine will be happy to keep it. Custodio for Beal. Great inbounds play. Counted and the foul. Damon Beal through contact, and he can cut the deficit down to 4 if he hits the three-pointer, or hits the free throw here. Foul is on Mercedes, his second. Beal, free throw, no good. And he will tip that one out of bounds in an effort to try to win possession back. That's his last action before checking back to the benches. Gagnon comes on in his place. 6.5 to go. 5-point game. Mustangs have not led in this second half since NECC took the lead down by 1 at the break. Pass deflected. Brady Roy able to come up with a turnover. Thrown ahead, Bernier. Bounce pass again. Dangerous, just trying to throw one down with the left hand. Simpson trying to make him pay on the other end. Can't drop the layup through. Custodio able to bump the ball, but out of bounds. And back into the contest, Derek Toom. Here's Rubin pointing out that fact to Ty Bernier. Left hand, you're heaving that basketball off the court to try and create the bounce pass, but under pressure there, recipient, minuscule chance he gets that ball in his hands clean with any type of look at the basket. Got to be directly into his hands, if anything, from that spot. Tagula. Heaved across from Golier. Inside. No room for Toom. Kicked it out. Tagula inside. Got it to drop. Back rim kind to him as it falls through. 7-point lead extended. Believe it or not, that is Tagula's first points of the game. Timeout taken here by Central Maine with 5:37 to go. 55-48 game. The chance for Central Maine to potentially get back into this if they can hit a couple of quick buckets. Darren Stratton drawing things up on the side for Northern Essex. Man who's got busy coaching work here. 15 games played for the varsity squad. 13-2 on the season for the number 7 ranked Knights. Then on the other end, this is his 7th club basketball game of the winter season as well. It's a lot of time on the court in the first semester, but that doesn't mind one bit. Both teams here have been a little prone to the odd turnover, but Northern Essex has cleaned it up a little bit more in this second half, and that is what has them out in front. That great start they had to the second half, coming out guns a-blazing, knocked down 3 3-pointers, stretched the lead out to 8. They have not looked back. Mustangs have gotten it as close as 1 point. Too many turnovers from Central Maine has kind of been the story for this B basketball team this season. Not be error prone. Unforced error is going to cost you in the long run. Kingsbury. Bernier. Kick out. Brady Roy is wide open from the left. Sinks his second three. When he's that wide open, you need a man to knock down the shots, and he's got that so far. Goulier. Tube. Crossover. Jumper up. No, it was short. Rebound underneath. That one won't drop. Tip attempt. No good either from Davis. Mercedes and Davis both chances as Toombs' effort looked pretty good, but none of the three dropped through. And Bernier, a step-back three-pointer. That's not a high percentage shot there, especially when you got room to gather. Costly empty possession with time winding down. 4.5 to go. Turnaround shot. No. Tagula dropped it off his knee out of bounds. C.J. Williams coming back in. To inbound, 4-point game. Chance to cut it to a 1-possession contest. Kingsbury. Bernier wanted it, but pass coming across was behind Custodio and too far away from Bernier to go get it. Joe Warren going to come in for Brady Roy. Tomb. No hurry here with a 4-point lead. Let the clock continue to tick down. Take it deep in the shot clock and try to hit. Well, I say that, and then Mercedes let fly and did not connect on the three-pointer. Both teams struggling to score on the majority of their possessions. Every time with the ball in your hands is a chance to take 30 seconds off the clock and get you that much closer to victory. Bernier. These players, though, aren't looking at it that way. It's not so much about the wins and losses, it's the development for them, as Custodio is fouled. He would have rather allowed play to go on because he dropped the layup through. C.J. Williams with the foul, his second. That is the 6th on the team, so one more and they'll be into the bonus. It's Custodio to inbound underneath, 3:51 to play. Bernier trying to shake himself loose. To Beal, double team. 2 guys going up for it, and I think that was the problem because one of them had a chance at a clean block, but both of them there, someone's going to hit the arm or the body or both. Unfortunate. It's going to be Mercedes. So he's got 3. Beal at the line for 2 shots here as he was in the act of shooting. One too strong and 2 off to the left. Well, needs this one here. Cut it down to a 1-possession game if he gets it. And hits that free throw. Beal makes it a 3-point game, 55-52. Goulier. Warren. Oh, forced the turnover. Custodio. Like a cornerback leaping in front of that one, but he's off balance, stumbling to the hoop, and Didn't get enough behind that shot. Kingsbury trying to play defense on the other end. He will foul Toom on the floor. That was important there. Kingsbury's first. Custodio appears to be A-okay, though rubbing his lower back. Just lost his feet out from underneath him there on his way down the right lane. Into the corner. Driving the baseline. Oh, the strong layup won't drop for Toom. Williams, though, is there to clean it up. C.J. Williams. 12 points for him on the game. Custodio. Cross midcourt. Bernier. Working right, working left. Gives it up to Beal. 3 minutes to go. 5-point game. Custodio. Oh, he hesitated. Nobody went in the air, though, and he gets tied up. Jump ball. Possession arrow does favor the Mustangs, who will keep it. Beal, Warren, Kingsbury, and Bernier. Gio Warren. 3 from the left corner, no. And nobody back to prevent Toom, who's gonna sail and lay it up and in. Timeout taken, Jared Rubin. Again, frustrated with his team. Nobody quickly getting back there. An open look for Warren. 30-second timeout here taken. 2:44 remaining. 59-52, 7-point lead would be a lot to overcome at this particular junction. Mustangs have guys who can potentially hit from outside. 2 timeouts remaining for Central Maine. Northern Essex has pretty much their full allotment. They've used 1 of their 6. In the game. So Custodio taking the ball out, has a long way to go, but he can run the baseline. It's to Bernier. Collier, good defense there, nearly got the trap work, but Bernier able to squeeze a pass between the 2 defenders. 20 on the shot clock. Custodio takes the cross, goes down low. Beal shrugs off his man, lays it in. Beal trying to come up with something here. Inside, Mercedes. One-legged jumper will eventually rattle its way through. It's had a quiet game for the leading scorer. Hasn't been as noticeable, but he's certainly been able to get the layups to drop. 7-point game, 2 minutes to go. Time definitely a factor here. Warren. Crossover dribble poked away. He'll recover. 15 on the shot clock. Tries to go for the layup, but running down the right side of the baseline and trying to float a left-handed layup back against the grain. Not exactly the shot you want in this situation. Minute 39 to go. Collier. Pass tipped away. Custodio on the sideline. Darren Stratton very unhappy with Collier. Trying to dribble one-on-one there. 18 on the shot clock. Collier in the backcourt here. Bernier staying with him. Coughed it up, but that pass somehow finds Williams. Tried to throw it down, but lost the handle, and Hoy was the man to challenge him. Now has it. He tries to float a pass over his head. Toom racing back, able to pick it off. Minute 15 remaining. Mustangs no choice. They're going to have to think about fouling here. Busy day on the gym floor here as UMaine Augusta using Kirk Hall Gymnasium as their home base this afternoon. We'll be playing 2 games against Word of Life. They are both watching on as the final minute of this one ticks down. And the foul from Kingsbury comes with 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. You certainly don't want to bother to foul then, as it puts 20 back on the clock. Next one will be a 1-and-1. Have to foul there, Kingsbury. No, he didn't. It's going to work out. Beal able to come down with it. And we've got a technical foul. 25. That's Jacob Mercedes. It's going to be his 4th personal. Must have said something there to the referee about not having a foul call. And so Bernier can step to line for 2 chances. Can't hit the first free throw, though, and you cannot leave free points begging. Down by 7. At least needs this one to try to make it a 2-possession game if he can hit 2 threes. And at least got that one to drop. Mustangs will have the ball, though, as they were coming down the floor with a 3-on-1. Probably would have preferred to have just had the layup to go. Guarantee 2 points, and then chance for a quick foul. Now you still got to try to come up with a basket here. Bernier rolls it inside for Beal. Had to pass it up. Custodio, 10 on the shot clock. Custodio through, just even up an off-balance look. Taken away, finds its way to Toom. Custodio got a foul. No, he didn't. Someone grab a hold of him. There, they got him. Oh. Custodio tried to make contact, but then trying to make sure that Toom did not have a hard landing on the floor. So it's a 1-and-1 with 25 seconds left. 2 free throws will all but put this game away. The first one through. Free throws not been super kind to the Mustangs today. Only 4 of 9. And Essex hasn't had a lot. That's their first miss. 3 of 4. 7-point game. 20 seconds left. Custodio, prayer of a 3, way off the mark. And that is going to be the game. Thrown ahead here for Zeman Davis. He can hold on the far side and back to Toom to dribble out the clock. Well, a costly 2 minutes at the beginning of the second half. That gave Northern Essex the lead for good, and they managed the gap from there. Central Maine falls at home 62-55, your final score here in Auburn. That'll drop the men's B basketball team to 3-5 on the season, while Northern Essex now 6-1 for their club basketball squad. Good game here between the 2 sides. They certainly had ourselves a battle that stayed competitive all the way to the end. Good game from both Derek Toom and Jacob Mercedes. 15 points apiece for them. C.J. Williams with 12 to follow up his secondary scoring. Landon Kingsbury, the only one in double figures for the Mustangs with 11. Ty Bernier, David Beal, 9 points each. Cullen Hoy and Brady Roy both finished with 6. Rebounding battles were there. Pretty much even across the board. 31-40, though. Northern Essex gets the slight edge thanks to their edge on the offensive glass, 12-4. Those extra rebounds really helped them out with some second chance looks. 23 of 56 from the field, 41.1% for CMCC. Slightly better than the 27 of 70 for Northern Essex, but it was all those extra shots that made the difference there. 20 turnovers from the Mustangs, as that has still been their Achilles heel this season. So as UMA gets ready to take the floor for their first game of their doubleheader, we will say so long from Auburn, Maine. Your final score for the final time this morning in men's B basketball action. Northern Essex comes away with the victory, 62-55. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Caleb Lamb saying so long